So you're interested in the RIP Tour Halloween Horror Nights 2022 in Hollywood, and you don't know if it's going to be worth your money? Well, watch this video all the way through. I'm going to answer every question that I've gotten so far, and I'm going to give you all the details that you're going to need to know because this thing is expensive. Let's get started. So I have compared this to 2021's RIP Tour, and everything is exactly the same, minus one thing that we will go over at the end of the video. Go ahead and pause this if you do want to read the information yourself. I rather show you visually because I was there last year. I covered that RIP Tour, and again, it's exactly the same, minus one thing that we will go over. A common question that I'm always asked is, do I need to buy a general admission ticket and then book the RIP Tour? The answer is no. The RIP Tour includes a ticket with your purchase, so it includes the RIP benefits and it gets you inside of the park. So the answer is no, do not buy two tickets, just buy the RIP Tour. So the first benefit is each RIP Tour ticket includes valet parking, so you don't have to go and park and then walk. I do want to mention this is in the Jurassic Park parking lot as of last year. This may change, but it's a little bit of a walk through City Walk, so it is valet parking, but it's not like you take 10 steps and you're at the main gate. Just FYI, it is a walk. This may change, keep that in mind. So when you arrive at the front of the park, you do not have to wait in the general admission line. You can go all the way to the right where you're going to find your RIP Tour check-in location. What's really cool about this is, again, rather than waiting for the park to open in the sun, you can go in here. It's air conditioned, they have water, they have restrooms. You can chill until they allow you inside of the park. From past experience, they do allow you to go into this lounge to get nice and comfy a little bit after 5 p.m. This can change nightly, so just keep that in mind, but they do allow you to chill in there until the park opens. Now, I do want to mention the park officially opens at 7 p.m. But do not forget the lower lot mazes. This year, there's 3 of them. They open up at 6 p.m. The reason I'm bringing this up is if your RIP Tour is scheduled anytime after 7 p.m., why not just go to the lower lot, use your express pass that you can use right away the second that maze is open, and go back and meet your tour guide whenever that time is. Now that brings up one of the main benefits of the RIP Tour is your own personal tour guide. Well, not your own. You actually share that tour guide with 11 other people, 12 people total in that group. You may be asking, what is the purpose of a tour guide? And I'm going to answer that question for you. Now, this depends how you want to experience the event. There's 2 ways to look at it. One of the main reasons people book the RIP Tour is because they don't want to have the stress about where is everything located? Where do I go? How am I sure I'm going to do everything? That's what the RIP Tour guide is for. They walk your entire group one by one to each of the houses to make sure you do not skip one. So again, they walk you through each haunted attraction one by one, and you only go through it with them one time. Again, only one time. But you still have the unlimited express ticket, which means before or after that appointment, you can go do things on your own and go through everything as many times as you want. I do want to emphasize that. A lot of people think, do I only get unlimited express when I'm with the group? The answer is no. Honestly, you can even leave the group at any time and just go do your own thing without having to be in that group. Keep in mind, if you do leave your group, you will lose access to priority seating for any of the shows that they have, any of the special Backlot Experience, because you do need to be with your tour guide to experience that, or access to your own trolley for the Terror Tram. So I suggest you do not leave your group until you, at bare minimum, experience that first. The tour length is anywhere from 3 to 4 hours long, but you will be hungry. So how do you eat? Well, they do have unlimited buffet for you. In the middle of the tour is when they take you to your lounge to be able to have access to that buffet. Now, let me go over some details for you. A common mistake people make with the VIP dining room buffet is that you're only allowed to be in there with your tour guide and you can only eat at that given time. I'm here to tell you that is incorrect. You have unlimited access to all the desserts, all of the good food, all of the soda, the coffee, the water, you name it, throughout the entire night. You can go back in there on your own without your tour guide. Hold your horses before you're like, I'm gonna go in there right away. Unfortunately, you only have access to that VIP dining room 30 minutes before your appointment for your tour guide. What I mean by that is if your appointment is at 7:30 p.m. to meet your tour guide to start your tour, you can go in that VIP dining room 30 minutes before that on your own and anytime after that. The reason this is very important is because, again, you only have access to this 30 minutes before your tour guide. So if you're doing a tour at 9:30 p.m., you cannot get in there before 9 p.m. This may work for some people, it may not, but it's something to highly consider if you really want to eat all the food and just go in every maze and you're like, ugh. Get your money's worth is what I'm saying. I'm reading your mind. You're asking, does this buffet include alcoholic drinks? The answer is no. Well, kind of. They're not free. The benefit of this buffet is that you do not have to wait in a very long line with the general public to get yourself a beer, some tequila shots, go wild, you name it. Have a great time, but go in that VIP dining room because you do have your own personal bartender so you can avoid waiting in line for those drinks. Another really cool benefit of the RIP tour is you do have access to exclusive photo opportunities. What does that mean? You have access to exclusive photo opportunities. They set up some sets in certain locations within the park, and you can take pictures with scare actors, you can interact with them, and it's only accessible via the RIP tour. So you can go and flaunt and be like, look, I took a picture with Mr. Myers, did you? No, because you didn't do the RIP tour, but I did. So make sure you take advantage of that for all your Instagram needs. But I did want to go into more detail for the Terror Tram. I want to really emphasize on the experience for the Terror Tram will be for the most part exactly the same as the general public. The difference is you do not have to wait in that long line to board the trams. You have your own trolley that you and your group get to board on your own, that they will drop you off in the very front. So you don't have to deal with the running of the bulls that you do when you're with the big Terror Tram and everyone's like, let's go. And you're like, oh, I don't want to get trampled. You do have your own group. And that introduction to the Terror Tram when you get off the trams is a much better experience with just your little group and not having to worry about getting trampled. I did mention earlier that there is one thing that is new this year, which is the special Backlot Experience. What does that mean? We don't know as of now because they haven't done it yet. What I can say, this was not included in the perks from last year, so it's definitely something new. From past experience, there has been some ghost tours that they've done to where before the Terror Tram, they walk you around some sets and they tell you some ghost stories. It's about a 30-minute experience. You're back on the tram, then they drop you off for that Terror Tram. That has happened in previous years. Or if I could take a wild guess, maybe it has to do with the new Nope attraction that they have on that tram tour. They may drop you off. It may be something special for that. Who knows? I don't know, but that would be really, really cool. I guess we have to wait and find out, but it's a perk because it's something extra than what I'm already telling you. Now, I know we're excited for all of the mazes and the priority seating at the shows, but let's not forget we still have the Express Unlimited Pass that we're able to use for the open rides. So like Jurassic World, The Mummy, you name it, whatever's open, you can get on it on the Express line as many times as you want. Don't forget to give the ride some love. Fair warning, if you get on The Simpsons, good luck to you. That's all I'm going to say. Now let's talk about ticket pricing. It starts off at $3.19 upwards to $4.49 depending on the night that you select to go on. That's a lot to think about beyond all the perks that I just explained to you previously. Ask yourself this, do you enjoy Halloween Horror Nights because you go with a group of friends? Right, does that make the experience more fun and better for you? Or are you truly a fanatic for the event itself? Now the reason I'm telling you this is because of how expensive these tickets are. If you do normally go with a ton of friends, you may not be able to go as a group and it may change your experience. Now, if you're a fan of the event and you just don't like waiting in line, you want to eat your freaking heart out, you want to drink, you want to get on everything without having to wait a million times, then this is for you. It's well worth it in my opinion, right? But you do have to ask yourself, is the memories with your friends worth more than the buffet? I would choose the buffet. You can even meet in the middle, right? You may just want to experience the mazes a million times, and the buffet and the backlot special experience and your own trolley and tour guide may not even matter to you. So then get the unlimited express pass. That's going to be perfect for you. The choice is yours, and I hope this video helped you. But before we leave, I want to go over everything one more time. You're going to get valet parking. You're going to have your own lounge to wait in with water, air conditioning, and your own private restroom. You're going to have yourself a tour guide, which I do want to mention that you have to select a tour time. When purchasing your RIP tickets, again, the tour time means that's when you meet your tour guide to go through the entire park as a group. They do ask you that you arrive back to your lounge to meet your tour guide 30 minutes before your tour time. But again, after or before, you still have your unlimited express pass that can work on every maze and every ride that is open. You're going to have access to the VIP dining lounge with unlimited food, drinks, alcohol not included, but you do have your private bartender so you do not have to wait in line. You're going to have your own VIP trolley to go check out the Terror Tram, and you're also going to be able to experience a special Backlot Experience. You get special photo ops only available to people on the RIP tour, and you get a lanyard that you get to keep. A lanyard! How awesome is that? You got a freaking lanyard! FYI, that VIP dining room also has an outdoor patio, so you're able to eat outdoors if that's something to your liking, right? You may be on a romantic date. You're like, look, let's look at this Los Angeles smog here. I think I see a star. But let's just drink some more tequila and we'll see stars all night. Don't forget when you sign in for your RIP tour that you do have your parking ticket so they can validate the parking so you don't have to pay when you pick your car back up. So in conclusion, get there before 5 because they do allow you to hang out in that lounge until the park opens up for Horror Nights at 7 p.m. But at 6 p.m., the lower lot, which this year has 3 mazes, will open at 6 p.m. So don't just wait there and you're like, oh, I'm gonna just chill here. At about 5:45, go out to the park, go to the lower lot, and experience those mazes using your express pass. Again, you do not need your tour guide with you to do this. Go take advantage of it. I hope this video really helped you. If it did, make sure to comment the date that you're going. Make sure to comment what your most excited maze is. Make sure you comment that you love me. Just tell me, Art, I love you, man. A lot. But more importantly than that, be one with one another. And always remember, whatever it is, you need to remember. Goodbye.
ArtDracula!